Every year, the powers that be running the NBA have a meeting and pore over the thousands of retired pro basketball players to decide which ones are worthy of a possible spot in the Hall of Fame. Considering the gargantuan number of retired players, breaking it down to the few that will make the Hall of Fame cut is not an easy task. The Hall of Ceremony for 2020 was postponed due to COVID-19, but was finally held on the 2nd of May. Let's break down the NBA Hall of Fame inductees this year. Before we get into it, take a few seconds to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on future updates. The enshrinement ceremony for the Basketball Hall of Fame's 2020 and 2021 classes, which includes late Lakers legend and 18-time NBA All-Star Kobe Bryant and 15-time All-Star Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett, took place on Saturday, May 15, 2021. The class of 2021 is Patrick Bowman, Kobe Bryant, Tamika Catchings, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Kim Mulkey, Barbara Stevens, Eddie Sutton, and Rudy Tomjanovich. This year's highly anticipated Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame enshrinement weekend was largely a tribute to the late Kobe Bryant. Obviously, the entire ceremony was not only about Bryant, nor would he have wanted it that way. If he were there, he'd almost certainly be raving about the women going into the hall this weekend with him. Make no mistake, the three women who would have shared the stage with him at this year's ceremony would have had his respect. New LSU women's coach Kim Mulkey has 3 national championships from her just-ended stint at Baylor. Indiana Fever Vice President of Basketball Operations and General Manager Tamika Catchings has 4 Olympic gold medals. Barbara Stevens won more than 1,000 games as a coach. They'll get their time on the stage Saturday night in Uncasville, Connecticut. The Hall of Fame ceremony isn't at the Hall of Fame this year because of virus-related concerns, and they deserve far more than to be thought of as the others in this class. Catchings will be presented by NBA champion Alonzo Mourning and South Carolina coach Dawn Stanley. Stevens will be flanked by Connecticut coach Gino Auriemma and former Notre Dame coach Muffet McGraw, longtime rivals who will become teammates for a night to pay tribute to the former Bentley coach who won the NCAA Division II National Coach of the Year award 5 times. And Mulkey is getting presented by none other than the airness himself, Michael Jordan, who somehow was her second choice for the job. Let me tell you how that transpired, Mulkey said this week. Coach Leon Barmore is in the Naismith, and he was my coach at Louisiana Tech. My mentor and him worked 3 years with me at Baylor. I asked him, and he can't present me because of health issues. So, Michael and I played in the '84 Olympics together, and I said, let Michael do it, and he was gracious in accepting that. That's how it came about. Mulkey sent Jordan a note, thanking her fellow 1984 Los Angeles Olympic gold medalist for his willingness to be with her for the moment. Jordan will also present Bryant on Saturday night, as he is likely to play a role in whatever tribute the Hall comes up with to commemorate the life of the 5-time champion with the Los Angeles Lakers, who he considered a little brother. I'm very respectful of who Michael is, and respectful for the honor that he would do that for me, Mulkey said. Stevens retired from Bentley last year after 34 seasons at the Waltham, Massachusetts school and 44 years as a college coach. She won 1,058 games. The only women's college coaches ever to win more are Tara Van Devere, Auriemma, and Pat Summitt. Vivian Stinger is 12 wins shy of Stevens' win total. It's going to be many, many years before another women's coach even gets close to that number. He could champion women's basketball and the WNBA sometimes without saying a word. The best-selling piece of WNBA merchandise is an orange hooded sweatshirt with the league's logo emblazoned on the chest. Sales of that hoodie started going wild when Bryant wore it while attending a Lakers-Dallas game with Gianna in December 2019. After his death, sales soared again. He would hit the gym with the WNBA players. He mentored them. Some even had his number. They would get random texts, video messages, good luck wishes. I respect greatness, Bryant told AP in a 2016 interview. I respect the ones who are trying to be great even more. The ones not afraid of the work, Bryant was noted as saying. Catchings, Mulkey, and Stevens are part of what might be the most star-studded Hall of Fame class ever. Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, and Tim Duncan as the NBA players with 11 combined championships and 48 All-Star nods going in together, along with 2-time NBA champion Coach Rudy Tomjanovich, 3-time Final Four coach Eddie Sutton, and former FIBA Secretary General Patrick Bowman, one of the best leaders international basketball has ever known. Bowman died in 2018, and Sutton died last year, about a month and a half after getting the word that he was selected for enshrinement. All 9 earned this moment, and although Bryant was featured heavily in the ceremony, there was an entire class worthy of inductees that earned their spot on the coveted Hall of Fame list. Let's break down the list of players one by one and see why each player 100% spot on this list. The 2020 Hall of Fame class, North America Committee. Kobe Bryant. Recognized posthumously, Bryant was an 18-time All-Star, 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time scoring champion, and 1-time MVP. With USA Basketball, Bryant earned an Olympic gold medal in 2008 and 2012. Tim Duncan. Duncan is a 15-time All-Star, 5-time NBA champion, 3-time Finals MVP, and 2-time MVP. Duncan is the only player in NBA history with 1,000 or more wins with one team, which he amassed in his 19 years with the Spurs. Kevin Garnett. Garnett is a 15-time All-Star, 1-time NBA champion, 1-time MVP, and 1-time Defense Player of the Year. With USA Basketball, Garnett earned an Olympic gold medal in 2000. Eddie Sutton, coach. Sutton is a 4-time National Coach of the Year, 8-time Conference Coach of the Year, and the first-time coach in NCAA history to lead 4 different schools in the NCAA tournament. Rudy Tomjanovich, coach. Tomjanovich led the Rockets to NBA championship in 1994 and 1995, and is one of the 3 coaches to win an NBA championship and an Olympic gold medal. Women's Committee. Tamika Catchings, player. Catching is a 10-time All-Star, 1-time WNBA champion, 1-time Finals MVP, and 1-time MVP. Catching is also a 4-time Olympic gold medalist. Kim Mulkey, coach. Mulkey has led the Baylor Bears to 3 NCAA national championships and ranks 3rd all-time among head coaches in win percentages. Barbara Stevens, coach. Coaching in the collegiate ranks for over 40 years, Stevens is the 5th coach in NCAA women's basketball history to reach 1,000 career wins. International Committee. Patrick Bowman, contributor. Recognized posthumously, Bowman greatly contributed to the game as a longtime FIBA executive and a member of the International Olympic Committee for more than 10 years. So what do you think of our breakdown of 2021's NBA Hall of Famers? Sound off in the comment section below, and as always, thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for future updates. Until next time.